environment provisions should be there to maintain mental health, because you know, if our environment is polluted, that time we feel our breathing shortness, headache, etc. So if our environment is healthy, so we should be healthy, because you know, our environment is healthy, their effect on our body is definitely done. Okay, that's why our environment need to protect, need to preserve, need to clear. Okay, these provisions should be kept in concern by the state. Means if government making any policies for the road development, railway development, or any charity development, any garden, so they keep in mind for the protection of the environment, because you know, you live without food for a day, 1 day, 2 day, 3 days, even without water you can survive 24 hours, but you cannot survive above 1 minute without air, without oxygen. So you can imagine what is the importance of the air. Okay, that's why we need to protect. Thus, this principle provide guidance to the state to take lead towards establishment of equal, just social order without any exploitation. Self-explanatory. Already I am explaining everything. The directive principle envisage means deliberate, means they give directive for the future society. They guide us to the direction that we should go and lead us to our destination. That means for the future conservation, for the sustainable development, we require this type of policy, and this type of policy where it is mentioned, which is mentioned in our constitution in DPSP. Destination means our target, because you know, anything which are today we are consuming, future people also require these things, so we need to protect these things. The upliftment of society and protection of society will be taken care by the state. Okay, fundamental right limit the state leadership. As you know, in fundamental right chapter we discuss, because government have not right to do this, not right have to do that, government cannot discriminate on the basis of gender, caste, creed, religion, etc. So we know about, but in case of DPSP, government have state leadership, like government should provide maternity relief, government should provide SC/ST upliftment for the that's why they provide reservation in various section of the society in form of government job, admission in the IIT, IMM, means public institution, etc. Fundamental right make the existence of democracy, because you know, if any person discriminates on the basis of gender, caste, sex, religion, so they cannot participate in the political election. So if they are not participated on the basis of this, that means what is gone there, which is democracy gone there, because this fundamental right make the existence of democracy. While directive principle of state policy impart interrelation of democracy, like social upliftment, education upliftment, economical upliftment, there is no opposition between them. Like we say, government in fundamental right cannot do this, cannot do that, but in case of government DPSP, government should do this, which is already envisaged by the constitution itself. That means that is both are going, need to be going hand in hand. Hand in hand means fundamental right go, then fundamental DPSP should also go with this direction. Okay, both of them complete each other. That means any government policy which is provided by the government itself, they need to complement with the fundamental rights. If any right violated fundamental rights, so that means here come picture opposition. Opposition means opposite direction. They are not complementing, they are inflecting with each other. So there is no any types of confliction between DPSP and fundamental rights. So today's chapter is completed, and your self studies means that your exercise, what is the brief about fundamental right being incorporated in the constitution. Brief about fundamental right. Why fundamental right? Because they provide a full freedom for the development of the humankind individually and politically, etc. Describe the importance of DPSP. As we know here, uh, explain the importance of fundamental right. As you know, it is very simple question. What is reasonable control and limitation? What is reasonable? Like in case of riots, in case of conflict, in case of dispute, in case of public health, in case of national interest, our fundamental right can be restricted by the state. It is a type of limitation and control. Right about preventive detention. Preventive detention means before the happening of the any illegitimate act, any unfavorable act, you are preventing this type of accident, which is preventive detention. Mention fundamental duties as mentioned in the constitution, which is already mentioned in the your headings. Okay, mention the right under minority provision. You know about our linguistic minority, religious minority like Muslim, Sikh, Isai, etc. Okay, right to equality, everything is self explanatory, which is you are not able to understand, so you can message me. Okay, I can give you answer. Give reason to the following student. One can go court to law the seek of protection against violation of fundamental right. Yeah, of course can give. Why? Because it is just self explanatory. Right of constitution remedies is a like of constitution soul. It is said by the Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. Because if any, like if we take example of COVID-19, why COVID-19 is very broader, like a taboo? Why? Because it is a even today we are not able to develop one vaccine, remedies is not available. At the same we apply for the, if fundamental rights remedies is not available, who can ensure the fundamental rights is not violated in the future? That means constitution soul is Supreme Court as a protector of the fundamental rights. So remedies is a like constitution soul. Freedom cannot be unlimited or absolute. Of course, if any person you provide full freedom, they can do anything which can be wrong, which might be right, which can be wrong, which might be very wrong. That's why it should not be absolute. DPSP are the precondition for the utilization of fundamental right. Yeah, of course. Formation of society without exploitation. Yeah. Child labor is punishable offense. Everything is self-explanatory. Which right is considered as a soul by Dr. Ambedkar? Right to freedom, cultural and education right, right to equality, right to constitutional remedies. Just we discuss. According to whom directive principle of state policy are the principal foundation, which you do this self. Children under which the, as you know, person detained under 24. Children under which age group restricted from the dangerous profession. Tell me, what should be the answer? You do this from the chapter itself. Which behavior is considered as social stigma of society? Superstition, untouchability, child labor. What? Untouchability. Okay, so today's lecture is completed, chapter is completed. I explain you about your self study, so you need to focus, and please send me your assignment at the date of 30th 30 September. Whichever is possible, whatever is possible you can do. Okay, so all the best, keep learning, keep safe.